what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference champion.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And the Sooners will call on. Hey, fakes it. He's going to throw it. Unleashes one. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. So the Texas Longhorns offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be knocked down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it up to 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to instead. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the W.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Runs through the tackle. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They'll try it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for on 4th and inches every single time.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Let's it fly. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for room. It's Rasmussen. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. And how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Power football with the run.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a looking for the end zone. And the ball is picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And that ball is picked off. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooner. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go back to the air on second down. The throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And the field goal unit is on the field. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Quarterback checking the play. Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man. Crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And some room to work. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Texas! The defense. Into their own hands. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to pass on second down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a third and long. Running back goes in motion. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Sooners are rolling down the field. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the ground with the back. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Snags it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooners! And score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Off the play fake. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Extending the play. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Willis. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
looking to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Slips through the line. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away, going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They go into the creative space, giving it to the wide receiver. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse.
And they'll fake it again. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. This rivalry is always full of passion.